I'm Justin Bieber. This is great. I'm so excited. I asked if they would provide a small box so that I could assume this position for confidence reasons. I find this position very helpful. I highly recommend it at job interviews, at formal dinner parties. Open up the pelvis. It works wonders. This is the best. I'm so excited, guys. I moved over recently from Canada. I came over in a canoe with Celine Dion she was at the helm of the canoe, just like wouldn't paddle the whole time. So annoying. And it is like this is a stressful island to live. I really admire you guys for living here. I feel like you're up against a lot. This is the most stressful place. And what pushes me to the brink of a nervous breakdown is BBC documentaries about quantum physics and quantum mechanics. Like, do you know Professor Brian Cox? Yeah. That guy is my nemesis. Like, if I meet him, I will flick him in the nose. I feel like he's the worst. I will just... And his floppy hair, because he casually makes these statements about the nature of existence and reality, and we're meant to just get on with our lives like it's no big deal. Like, do you know Wonders of the Universe, his show? Like, at the end of every episode, he summarizes what we've learned, and I'll try and do his accent. And actually, doesn't he always have one foot propped up on a mountain? Isn't he always on Everest talking about quantum theory? And he'll be like, so our bodies, this rock, the planet, matter itself, it doesn't, strictly speaking, on a molecular level exist at all. It's like, coming up next, Strictly Come Dancing. You're like, what? What do you mean matter doesn't exist? Like, I feel like it's a full-time job trying to forget what Brian Cox says so that I can live a normal life. He's the word. I'm working on my British accents. That was okay, right? That was all right. Brian Cox in the bank. I feel like anyone not from here, not from England? Yeah. Couple of people. I feel like if you're not from here and you're trying to polish an English accent, there's only 3 sentences that you really need to polish. First one is packet of mini cheddars. Packet of mini cheddars. The second one, my personal favorite, is hiya, you're right. What is that? Hiya, you're right. That is the word. Like, we don't have that in the rest of the world. That's your special thing. Oh, yeah, you're right. Like, no, not anymore. I'm not all right. I'm terrible. I'm terrible now. And the third one is, Mr. Potter, kindly return to the Gryffindor common room at once. It's, Professor McGonagall. I love Harry Potter. I love HP. Do you guys like HP? Have you ever read erotic Harry Potter fan fiction on the internet? Me neither. No, I have. There's a lot of good stuff out there. I've written a song, like a short song, about erotic fiction. Are you guys up for a song? Is that cool? Okay. It'd be good if I just played Justin Bieber covers, just really seriously. Short song about my internet habits. When I die, I don't care what you do with my ashes. I don't mind if you throw my body in the sea. Just promise me, please, that somebody'll go to my apartment, smash my computer and delete my internet browser history. So my friends and family don't see how much I Google cast members of Glee and read erotic fan fiction about. It's gonna be too much information. Bellatrix and Hermione. That's it. Bellatrix and Hermione, very popular on the old fan fiction websites. But yeah, actually I have a tip for you guys. If you ever, I'm not saying you will, but if you ever stumble upon any lesbian erotic fiction on your internet travels, I'm not saying you will, but if you do, this is my tip on how to tell that the erotic fiction was not written by a lesbian, but was definitely written by a straight man. It will definitely contain the sentence, their hands curiously explored each other's bodies. What is that? There's nothing hot about being curiously explored. Is that right? It's the grossest. There's nothing. Nobody wants to be curiously explored. Everybody just wants to get fingered. It's simple. It's not complicated, I feel like. I spend a lot of time on the internet. Like, it's easy to get stuck online, right? You get stuck in these loops of like Facebook, Gmail, YouTube, Twitter, and you can stay on for hours. And the other day I was stuck in one of these trances, just like Facebook, Gmail, YouTube, Twitter, and I broke the trance to do the dishes, and I was washing the dishes, and just feeling like the soapy water on my hands and looking out the window at this sunset I almost missed, and I was like, man, I learned more about myself and about the universe in 6 minutes washing the dishes than I do in like 6 hours on the internet. And I was like, that's good, I gotta tweet that. Gotta tweet that. I left the dishes unfinished, ran to the computer, but I didn't have enough characters on Twitter, so I panicked and was like, I like dishes. But I feel pretty lost in my life. I feel like I lack purpose and direction, and I came over to England kind of to find myself. My ultimate dream is that one day someone will just give me one clear task to complete in my life and just be like, no, do that one thing, forget everything else. Like, avenge the death of your father. Best one for focus. So jealous of people with murdered fathers. I feel like, but the best quest and purpose in life is to find and destroy all 7 Horcruxes containing fragments of Lord Voldemort's soul. I'm so jealous of Harry Potter and Frodo Baggins and Luke Skywalker and all those assholes. Yeah, because I feel like they never wake up in the morning and go like, should I start a blog? Like, you don't have time. They have stuff to avenge. And I feel like life is so vague, and life is always like, oh no, do whatever you want, it's your life. Yeah, live it up, but it better be good. You better be the best at it, because your brother's a lawyer, and we're very proud of him. Yeah, so I feel a little bit gay, shockingly. A little bit. Anyone else feel a little gay? A couple of people. Yeah, I don't know why people are a little bit gay. I feel like it's like being born on a leap year. It's just like a fun, cool thing that you get to be born with. I think some people are born gay, some achieve gayness. And some have gayness thrust upon them. Maybe. But it does add to the confusion of life, I think. But I think that the gay thing is more confusing actually for straight people than it is for gay people, because for us, we just get on with it. It's just what we do. But I feel like I frequently have this exchange with my straight male friends where they're like, oh, you're a lesbian, that's awesome. I'm into that, that's cool. And they're like, but in your relationship with your girlfriend, which one of you's the man of the relation, right? Like, fair enough question, but I'm like, we're genuinely both women. That's kind of the point. It's like that is the essence of the arrangement that we've made. And they're like, no, but which one of you represents the man? And it's like saying to a vegetarian, oh, you're a vegetarian, that's the best. Which part of this salad represents the pork chop of the salad? It's like, no, it's made of vegetables. Which vegetable wears a strap on is what they're asking. The answer is all the vegetables. Even the long-haired vegetables sometimes wear them. That's the answer. And when they do, it's very exciting for the short-haired vegetables. And it is stressful establishing yourself socially in a new country. Like, you come over, you get off the plane, nobody knows you. And birthdays are really stressful. It's hard to know who to invite to your birthday. And I had a big birthday recently. I turned 41 recently. I'm joking. I didn't turn 41. I turned 25 recently, which is like a serious human age to be, right? It's a proper adult age. It's the kind of age, I feel like, where you should know definitively whether or not you like olives. I'm on the fence about olives. I think I like green ones and not black ones. Is that a thing? Okay, thanks, guys. Cool. But yeah, so I've written a song about birthdays. I'm going to sing a song about birthdays. Okay, how's everyone doing? Another song? Is that cool? Okay. True stories about birthdays, guys. A birthday is a special day. It comes once a year. Forget the world is ending and just be of good cheer. You wake up in the morning and your grandma calls, and you spend an hour crying because only 14 people wrote on your Facebook wall. And your ex wrote happy birthday with a lowercase b, followed by ... It's just happy birthday ... What the hell is that supposed to mean? At work, they tie a balloon to your wheelie chair. They got you a cupcake, not a real cake, and you pretend not to care. But it was Christina's birthday last week, and they did get her a real cake, and she's only a temp, so surely there's been some mistake, because a cupcake's not the same as a cake. It's only 1/5 of the size. A cupcake's not the same as a cake, but it's not a big deal. I'm just grateful that you remembered. It's the time of your life until your best friend mentions, oh my God, you must love birthdays because you love being the center of attention. Well, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. You started off fresh, but now you're feeling muddled. People buying you shots like they want to get you in trouble. And Stephanie's like, is it weird for you that you're single, but like all your friends are in couples? Thanks, Stephanie. Thank you so much for coming. You really know me so well. On second thoughts, make that gin and tonic a double, because it's your birthday and you're older and wiser, but don't feel sad. Even if you celebrate the same way as last year by throwing up a kebab and crying and crying and crying in the bathroom that a cupcake's not the same as a cake. It's only 1/5 of the size. A cupcake's not the same as a cake, but it's not a big deal. I'm just grateful that you remembered. Thanks, guys. As you get older, though, in life, you're meant to mellow out, right? You're meant to get less anxious and stressed out and mellow into a kind of normal human existence. But I feel like I'm getting just more wound up and more uptight. And I think I put my finger on why it is. And I don't want to be a downer at Russell Howard's Good News, but I feel like the world is ending. Like, it is ending a little bit, right? Like, it's a little bit shit, the world. Like, I feel like there are signs everywhere that the world is ending. There's global warming, stuff with the economy, and the most obvious sign that the world is ending, Kesha exists. But I think I really internalized like the Mayan 2012 prophecy. I really took that on board, and now I'm seeing signs everywhere. I'm feeling stressed about it. And I was saying to my girlfriend, I was like, I feel like I go to parties, it's on the tip of everyone's tongue, like everyone's talking about the end of the world. And she was like, that's because you bring it up in every conversation that we're ever in, and you're the worst at parties. And I want to break up, she said. On Skype yesterday. No, just kidding. But I do stress out about it. So what I've done to combat those feelings of anxiety about the world ending is I've come up with like a scenario in which the world ending might not be such a bad thing. It might be kind of like a fun party time for all of us. And we could all just have a nice time. So I've written a song about that. And then I'm going to go. But this has been great. Cool. Song about it's just an uplifting track about the end of days. I don't think I have to go to work today. I'm just gonna stay in bed. Because today is a special day. The whole of Great Britain is crawling with undead. Crawling with undead. It's a happy song, guys. It's an uplifting. And I've seen the movies, so I know to steal a car and drive out to the woods, get away from city centers. And I don't want to brag, but I did kind of see this coming. And ever since Y2K, I've been stockpiling canned goods in my basement. Now they're coming through the windows, and zombies are surrounding my flatmate. I gotta leave that bitch behind. Just leave Janine behind and start running now. Don't wait. There's no time to hesitate. To be fair, we never really got along that well anyway because she never does the dishes. And she leaves her stuff all over the living room, and that's meant to be our shared space. So it's funny how the power dynamic flips in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. Janine needs a ride. She's knocking on my car window because she needs a lift. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm really sorry, Janine. It's a really full car. I'm a nervous driver, so I just don't think. I mean, you can't sit in the front seat. I have my coat there, so. And in the back, I have a book. So I'm sure you'll be fine, though. I know you're an avid jogger, so I'm sure you'll be fine. It's funny how the power dynamic flips in the midst of a zombie apocalypse. Janine needs a ride. At this point, she really desperately needs a lift. I bet she wishes she hadn't left that passive-aggressive note on the fridge. It's a bad day for the planet, but the best day of my life. Thank you so much, guys. I've been